Hi everyone, and welcome back to Adobe Live. We're still live from Paris to talk about digital painting, and this time I'm super excited. We have an amazing guest.
Hello everybody.
Sebastien. Hey Sebastien.
Hi.
Sebastien Hue, like hue and saturation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you have
I was
a last
predestined.
name.
Predestined
For Photoshop.
Yeah.
Sebastien, maybe you want to introduce yourself, tell us what you do, where you're from.
I'm from France, and I'm a self-taught artist. I started like 10 years ago. And I started with a friend who was showing me how Photoshop works to do some logos for music band.
Always. There are so many designers, you always start with my band needs a logo.
And I discovered many stuff, and then I said, wow, you can do that, digital painting and stuff. So I got devoured totally by learning how to do Photoshop. And so I started becoming professional like 4 years ago.
Okay.
Because my initial career is in logistics. So I changed my career like...
you had a shift of career.
Yeah.
That's a good story. So we have friends in the chat watching. Where are you from, people? I have no idea. We are live from Paris. I live in Paris, and Sebastien too, like next to Paris, Boulogne. I used to live in Boulogne actually, 2 years. Let us know where you're from. And you see this amazing background behind us, science fiction. That's the universe of Sebastien. He's a Sci-Fi concept artist. And he has a unique technique, a unique creative process. We will talk about photo bashing. We will talk about Adobe stock, digital painting. So yeah, super exciting. How do you feel with the brushes?
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah?
It's fine.
Okay, so you know what we can start doing, maybe? I will open your website and share it with our friends, so maybe they can discover your work, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's start with that. So that's your website.
That's my website. Hue, yeah.
Hue Digital. Look at that, it's amazing.
And so I love sci-fi. This is my...
I can tell. Wow.
This is what I like to do. Because I'm coming from an industrial environment. So I like when it's techy, I like pipes, I like rust, I like I like vehicles, mecha, planes, vehicles. I learned a lot being in the oil industry actually, because I had the chance to visit the refinery, and then it's a strange place, but it's so amazing because you feel like you're in Blade Runner. And you have steam everywhere, pipes everywhere. So this is a lot of inspiration in that. I like to do a bit of fantasy too. It's good. It's good to change the environment. And this is typically something I like.
That's what you like. Okay?
Yeah.
We need some pipes.
I
had the chance to watch him creating live. It was at an Adobe event a few years back. It's super impressive. So I'm very excited because he starts on pictures too. And we have a new update of Adobe stock, so I will talk about it too. But okay, so do you know what you want to do? Okay, let me share your screen.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So I propose I'm gonna do a space station stuff.
Okay.
But a bit like a Docker station. And from scratch. So.
Oh, from scratch. You start from a blank page.
From scratch.
Oh my god.
So.
It will take 3 weeks. Crazy Sebastien. And so if you're just joining, and if you're also, let us know if you're fans of science fiction in the chat, by the way, and what is your favorite science fiction universe. It would be interesting to know. Do you have a favorite show or a favorite? Are you a big fan of, I don't know, I will say stupid things such as Star Wars? Or...
Yeah, stupid things. Yeah. Star Wars, yeah, for sure. I'm from the 70s, so discovered Star
Me too,
Wars.
don't be-
So yeah, so Star Wars is the.
Yeah.
But I know I watched Star Trek when I was a kid.
Okay. Blade Runner.
Buck Rogers.
Buck Rogers.
You remember that? Yeah. Well, at the moment there are many movies, sci-fi movies that I really like. I really liked Oblivion.
Oblivion, yeah.
Yeah.
I like this movie too. I like the visual universe of this movie. Oh my god.
Yeah. And I actually take courses from the artist who worked on this, with Andrew Wallin. He's a great inspiration for me, and I had a workshop with him. That's why.
No way.
I did not, I did not invent anything, as I had many techniques from him and from other guys, but he is a bit of my mentor, I would say.
Okay. What's his name again?
Andre.
Andre.
W.
Okay.
Wallin. W-A-A. Yeah. Andre
Okay,
Wallin.
I will share the link in the chat for our friends so they can check the work of your mentor. The work of his mentor.
Whoa. Okay. The zoom is really.
How is the zoom? It's too much.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah, so I have to share something with you. My friends, Sebastien usually works on his PC.
Yeah.
And he accepted the challenge to work on the Mac today, so I don't have to unplug everything. So it's very nice from him. So maybe he will struggle during the first minute because he's like, okay, where is the right click? So, no, there is no right click.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry.
If you need right click, I have another mouse actually. Do you use right click sometimes?
No, never mind.
When you start painting, boom.
Never mind. Okay, so
someone is asking why 3000 by 1450.
It's a small format because it's cool for when you use photos.
Okay.
And you don't need very extra large. It's gonna be just a concept, so you won't be printed. It's 300 dpi still, but
it's a concept that you can share with
and the ratio
video game studio, for instance, working on a
absolutely,
or a movie.
And the ratio is just, I like a bit squashed format, but it should evolve depending on the composition.
Yeah,
so
it's very cinematic also.
Absolutely cinematic.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
So you have a lot of brushes. Sorry, because we share the computer with all the people.
So counter. It's the same shortcut.
Yeah. What do you want to do? Usually it's this.
Oh, it's command.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you will get used to it. Like, he's learning Mac in real time. That's good.
Okay, I very often never start with a white 100% white page. I prefer
like Kyle, he said.
Yeah, I prefer darker color, like gray and dark. When I know that the scene is gonna be pretty dark, I always start with a darker blank page, not a white page.
Okay.
So here we go. It's the QWERTY. Shit.
Oh, you want the RGB? Okay. This is something else. Very important.
Left-handed plus
I have to show it.
French.
On the can you see the book? Okay. You need a keyboard in France which starts with AZ. Otherwise, you're lost. Okay. So I will unplug this evil keyboard, which is a QWERTY one, and give you a French one. Otherwise, you know what happens. You want to select all, it will quit the application. you want to undo something, it will close the window. So we need to do this, and I've added for you a nice shortcut here. Say, now we're working in Azerty. So now you should be on track.
Okay, cool.
Now he's using the pen instead of he's using the mouse instead of the pen. Yes, but he will be using the pen. Actually, he has a funny story with the pen.
Yeah, I use a standard pen.
Yeah, maybe we can show it with the GoPro so people understand what we're talking about. Let me find the GoPro here. Yeah, and compare it with where is the grip pen? Oh, that's the grip pen. So if you want to explain why.
Well, actually, it was painful for me with the thick one.
Okay.
And so I asked Wacom if they had a thinner one, and so this one is really great. It's a standard one, but you really feel like you have a traditional pen rather than this one. So that's why I picked this one. This one is not cheap, by the way.
Okay.
It's like 80 euros or something like that.
80 euros or $85.
Yeah, but it's really great. You still have the same for the eraser and stuff.
Nice. Okay, thanks. So that's the pen. So he will be using the pen. Don't worry. Hi, Alexandre. Some French people are joining the chat. That's awesome. And he has a glove, yes.
Yeah.
He has a glove, he's using a glove. Creative Cloud videos. Oh, what the fuck is that? Who are you, Creative Cloud videos? Are you the brother of Creative Cloud on YouTube? He's asking, where do you get that glove? Oh, that's a good question.
That what?
The glove.
The glove you can have on Amazon or everywhere.
What's the name? If they are looking for.
It's just it's Smudge Guard.
Smudge Guard. That's the brand producing the glove.
Some people like it. Some people.
Oh, Ryan is telling us that Jazza, who is he's a Flash animator actually. He does cartoons. He's using the glove too. He works on the Cintiq. And,
it's really.
Yeah. And actually, Stefan, who is the owner of the Cintiq, is also using a glove. That's why it's so clean.
Okay, so I'm just starting. So I'm gonna start with the lasso tool.
Okay. Do you have a plan in mind, by the way? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. What is he doing?
It's just to show where you can start with. You can always start with a 3D basis, for instance.
Okay.
So you have a rendered
3D
reference, or you can just imagine something. The thing is to block some shapes and just figure out how it could work for the structure, and then you have it as a backbone to photo bash and texture it. So you see how to.
And we have Suzanne in the chat. She said she had to run to a hotel to watch this. Suzanne was live with us like 15 minutes ago. Awesome.
So what I'm doing with the lasso tool is you have this one, traditional lasso tool, right?
Yes.
So I'm holding Alt.
Oh, to do the straight lines.
And when you
polygon.
It changed into the polygonal lasso tool. It's very, very convenient.
Okay, so now he's working on the composition. I have no idea what he's working on, so that's cool. Like we'll discover in real time what he has in mind. That's awesome. Okay, and that's it. Also, you use the lines for the perspective?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just waking up. Sorry. I'm awake. Okay, I understand what you're doing. Hello, Lanray from Liverpool. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. We are with Sebastien, who is a concept artist. He has a very unique technique. You will understand why after 2 hours. Make sure if you have any question for Sebastien about his process, about his background. He also has a very unique story because he didn't start it in the graphic industry. He was in a very serious industry, logistics. But he decided to leave his passion, which is Photoshop, and building awesome science fiction images.
And go to it was a tough decision.
Oh, I guess.
And
are you a freelancer?
I'm thankful with my wife.
Oh, she supported you?
Yeah, and my family.
Good wife.
Because you really need to have a supportive family to change your way of life like this. Yeah.
Oh my god, we have James from Texas, living in Germany, just left Paris last Sunday. Oh my god, you are everywhere, James. Everywhere. Thanks for watching. Okay, Negar wants me to, hi Negar by the way, ask you a question. Have you ever worked with Daniel Simon?
No.
No?
Never.
No. Maybe you should make the introduction, Negar. No? Become an agent for a concept artist. Hi Dan, saying, oh, you never knew about Adobe Live? Yeah, I mean, it's a quite new program that we started seriously in November of last year, and we are live every 2 weeks. Okay, so we are live actually this week for 3 days. So this is day 1, and the idea is just to take time to share the creative process of very talented designers, photographers, illustrators. It depends on the week. So every 2 weeks we will have new content. Actually, within 2 weeks, we will be live from San Francisco, and we will feature photographers and do something for the first time live. Because we had a stream about photography last year, where I invited street photographers. They were more like commenting their work and directly working on the pictures, in Lightroom, in Photoshop. When this time, I hope it will work, but we want them to take pictures live in the studio. So this will be a bigger studio than this one. Take pictures live and retouch everything. So if you like photography, we will have great photographers. We will have very arty photographers. We have food photographers, which is a very professional discipline. It's super hard. Requires a lot of knowledge. We have portrait photographers, street photographers. It will be awesome. And yes, Dan, Kai Webster will be live tomorrow. He started to paint a new version, I would say, of the Mona Lisa. You can watch the replay actually. So if you want to enjoy the replays, you can go now on the YouTube Creative Cloud channel. So I invite you all to subscribe. There is a subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel because you can access all the replays, and also when we go live, you can be notified. It's the best way to be notified.
So I have a small trick here is to flip your canvas. So what you can do is just you're doing an action and you record it because you're only doing the image rotation, flip canvas. So you're recording that, and then with a shortcut like here it's F5
hotkey.
Then you have hotkey, and you can flip very quickly.
You have a friend who says hi. It's Hector Riss. He says that he studied with him at the Andrew Welling class.
Yeah. Hi, Hector.
Thanks for joining.
Okay. And then
I have no idea where this is going. That's what I like. So, hey, as I said, there will be a big Adobe Live event for about After Effects in August. I'm working on a great lineup. And yes, Dan, Kai Webster created free brushes that you can download now and use them today. These brushes has been created from the original brushes of Edward Munch. Actually, I have the background somewhere. I can show you. From this brush, like behind you, Sebastien. Look at that. There's something behind you. That's the brush. That's the original brush. And we ask you to create your own version of the Scream, you know, the famous painting. This Edvard Munch from Norway. And if you win this contest, and you have time, you have 3 weeks, it's until the 14th of July, but if you win, you can win 6,000 euros, a trip to Adobe Max in Las Vegas. What else?
What else?
Creative Cloud and Adobe Stock subscriptions. Plus, your drawing, like your artwork, will be displayed next to the original painting of the Scream at the museum in Oslo. My God, seriously, I think it's the best contest we ever had at Adobe. The best prizes.
Crazy.
It's so good. And Sebastien is one of the judges, so be very nice with him in the chat. He will remember. Where can you download them? So it's very easy. If you go on adobelive.com, there is a contest tab on the right. Okay, and you say enter the contest, and then you will have a page which will describe the history of the project, a link to download the brushes, and also all the rules to enter the contest. I told you, you see, because Adam Fox, he was in the chat 2 weeks ago, and I told them that there will be an amazing prize, an amazing contest. And now he's saying, no, I was not exaggerating, you see. I was not kidding. It's really the best contest we have had.
Yeah, the contest is totally great.
I start feeling the texture. No. Just playing with some light here. Okay.
Okay, so basically here you have the boat or the ship, okay? And then you will have some dock system, you know, to load or unload stuff.
Okay.
And here is the space station like. So now what we're gonna do is we have our backbone. It's like masks. Okay. So I'm gonna group them.
Okay, so Syed and David are asking, what are you doing? You'll see. You'll see. Sebastien, you can check his work. Maybe we can put a link to his website in the chat. He's a science fiction concept artist, so you will quickly get what he's working on. Now he's working on the composition. So imagine a spaceship with a docking system, and it will start making sense very soon. He will start combining pictures, painting, and you will see.
Okay.
Oh!
Boom. So we have some selections of photos that I picked on Adobe Stock.
Yeah, so we need to explain what's going on here. And we hide the Cintiq actually so they can see the panel. Let me think about it. Okay, here we go. So you open the Creative Cloud Libraries panel and you have some graphic assets, including stock pictures. And yes, there is a Adobe Stock search engine that you can directly use in the tool.
So here I looked for aircraft carrier.
Okay. Boom.
Boom. And
you get pictures. Okay.
You get pictures in the first selection.
Okay.
So
so what are you looking for? More shape, textures?
I'm looking for textures.
Okay.
So for instance, this one, I picked this one.
Okay.
That's the first one I'm gonna use. In industry, you have really details in photos that you can hardly imagine, because it's really complex with the pipes. There are certain codes, and you have to bear in mind that you have the all what human beings needs to have to be safe, because
safety.
industry is about zero accident. So you need to think about handrails,
Alarms,
structures for sorry,
push the alarm.
yeah,
like this kind of
absolutely.
Oh, okay.
And so many stuff like this.
So good.
But yeah, actually, I'm just looking for textures to put onto my my mask here.
Okay.
So where is the one I was looking for? Anyway, I got
So you have it in your library.
Yeah,
already.
I have it in my library.
So that's how you search, like directly from Photoshop.
Yeah.
You can search on Adobe Stock. What's cool is that you
Absolutely.
can use previews, with watermarks, and if you feel that it will work in the composition, then you can license the picture.
Absolutely. So you have, for instance, you have this one is just a preview. You drag and drop,
Okay.
and then you have the preview here,
Watermark. Okay.
and you can see if it could work, if it could suit what you need.
Mhm.
Then you get rid of it. But if you're okay with it, you just
Take one that you
Take
feel
down.
you will use.
probably yeah, this one.
Okay. So drag and drop it first. I will show you something.
Okay.
Okay. So you can edit. So what's good is that you can start working with it. Like you could start, for instance, saying, okay, I want to start it and see how it feels. The issue is that it's still in a low resolution.
Yeah.
And you have the watermark. Okay. But if you look at here, in the layers panel, it says that this is an object in the cloud, in the Creative Cloud actually. So this is why there is this cloud icon. So now what you can do, this is the image, yeah. So you can do what you are about to do, which is just license the image. So it will pop up and see if you have Adobe Stock credits. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have one. Okay.
Plenty.
So we do okay. So it will update your library and replace it with the high resolution file. But also look at here, it's already in high definition and it removes the watermark. So that's cool because it's like a smart object. So if you start applying, like filters, effects, but non-destructive ones on the smart object, anytime you can just license the picture and you get it. They're like, don't let Michael touch your work. Yeah, you see, it's already a mess. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do what we are
Let's do it.
talking about. Photo bashing.
Okay, so please, you need to explain what is photo bashing.
Photo bashing is that you actually here is not really photo bashing, because photo bashing is you starting really to put photos to one another, and you trying to combine them and see how you can come up with a shape or something.
Okay.
So if you want to do a robot or a mechanic, you're gonna take parts from vehicle photographs, and then you combine them just to have a mechanical arm or stuff like this. Here is it's a bit more texturing. So
yeah, you take the. But there are some time lapse actually that you recorded for Adobe, by the way, of some photo bashing. So I will try to find the link. Yadira is asking, how can I check if I have Adobe credits? So you go on stock.adobe.com, you sign in, and it will tell you how many credits you have. If you want some Adobe Stock credits, by the way, in the previous live streams, they will all be activated tomorrow or on Thursday. Okay, so stay tuned because we gave away some credits. And I will show you why we had a delay. It's because we have new tools actually in Adobe Stock that I will showcase in a few minutes. But very good new features, but that's why I had to wait for the new release before giving away the credits, but this is coming.
So you see why the perspective is important here. I do it manually, but in Photoshop you can do it with the perspective grid.
Yeah. If you want to be more precise, but that.
It's vanishing points.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
It's vanishing point here.
Okay.
And you can do that, but
and you draw some lines, and it will
yeah,
detect the perspective.
you
and
just
you're like,
you just
okay.
draw here, and then your image will be. You can place the image in proper perspective.
I see.
So it's pretty cool as well. So what I'm doing is just I'm killing the light.
Highlights.
The light colors of the image just to fit. So it's pretty straightforward.
Okay.
You don't have to take the curves and then say or two or here it's you will work on the contrast. So it's pretty straightforward. You can just take here and then it fades away a little bit the colors just to fit better.
So someone has joined and wants more concepts. So let me show a website just one more time. Yeah, so Sebastien is building an image such as this one. This image is from his portfolio, by the way. So you can feel the industry, the dust, and he's showing his process from scratch. This is one of the first time you can watch it live, actually. And he's working on a spaceship with a docking system.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all that we know. He has something in his mind, no idea what this is, and he's working on this now. Okay, so it's just to share with our friends some context.
So what I'm doing is the texture that I apply, I put them in clipping mask onto this group, onto this layer here.
Okay.
So I can call it this one base, then and clipping mask. Clipping mask is just press Alt, and then with the mouth, you have this, cursor. And then you click.
I see.
What it's doing a clipping mask is just fitting perfectly your initial base layer, so it won't go out. If I move the texture, you see, it won't go over, and it's very convenient.
I see.
Okay. Let's pick.
Here's another picture from stock. Wow, this is massive.
This one is, this one is really awesome. So when I say it's awesome, people will say, man, it's rusted, it's horrible. But it's awesome in terms of information.
Okay.
You see here, this texture is absolutely amazing. I have to put in perspective too.
Okay.
So be careful when you're taking textures. If the initial photograph is the angle is really too stretchy, and you have to put it again in another perspective, sometimes it's not working. So the choice of your stock is really important. It's almost a technique itself.
Okay. Yeah, it's really part of the process.
Yeah.
And with Adobe stock, you should be good, because I think that there are more than 60 million pictures. Should be okay. In terms of size of a catalog, you should find the right picture. So take your time. Actually, it's a good advice. Take your time to find the right picture. Oh, here we go. Just duplicate the first one.
Yeah.
Mihai is asking what was the shortcut for clipping mask.
Clipping mask is just you press Alt
You press Alt
and
then
you go in between the two masks. You see?
in between layers and okay. Oh, on the mask. On the mask.
Yeah.
On the mask icon. That's good. Okay. Do you think you can zoom in it a bit, the canvas? It's okay.
Oh
Just a
yeah.
little bit.
Yeah. No problem.
So you can have a better look. Okay. Thanks.
The scroll is really sensitive.
Yeah.
Okay, same here. Okay, same thing. Duplicate. This is actually a technique that you can use when you are asked to do a concept art in like 3 or 4 hours. And the art director wants something detailed. So if he wants something detailed, you have no other possibilities than using stocks and photos. For me, unless you are the best painter in the world.
It's a great use case for Adobe stock. You know, it's true that we don't really think about it, but in concept art, yeah, completely makes sense.
Yeah. Flip. Okay. And store.
Mice is asking what dimensions of the canvas. We started with something about 3,500 pixels with at 300 dpi. Again, like Sebastien was sharing, that this is not for print. This is concept art, so this is something that you can share with, you know, a movie director, you know, or a gaming studio, you know.
Okay. Just maybe save it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Always better to save. Okay, so you added some textures. Getting there nicely.
Let's go for other textures that I picked.
Adam, good question about the stock credits. I mean, we will see how many images he will use on this piece. He has 88 credits so far, so we'll see. We'll see how many credits remain at the end.
You see what I'm talking about? Here is a crane or whatever.
Oh.
What I'm doing is you just Command G or
Oh yeah, you select something.
you select
Command
something
G
and extract it. Yeah.
to extract it. Yeah, it's a nice trick.
Okay. Then
Yeah, what is the word for this? Poutre.
poultry.
Poutre.
Poultry.
Poutre métallique. Hi Sarah. Thanks for
Iron
joining.
bars.
A beam.
Oh, beam.
A beam. Okay.
All right.
Hi Sarah, thanks for joining. So yeah, we're building a science fiction scene. I mean, Sebastien is doing that. He started really from a blank page. That's what you need to understand. He's a concept artist. So this is something, for instance, let's say you work for Steven Spielberg, and Steven calls Sebastien. He's like, okay, Sebastien, I'm working on Oblivion 2, and I have this scene, you know, with the spaceship, with the docking system, and I don't know how to represent it. Can you do some concept art? So this is when you call a concept artist, like you describe a scene, and he will try to draw the universe. And Sebastian's technique is really to mix pictures and then digital painting and Photoshop effects to create these amazing scenes.
Okay, so just putting in place.
Being done in 3D apps too. Actually, Nate, sometimes, and Sebastien talked about it, like you can start with a 3D model.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can model the ship and everything and just have approximately the same render. It's just that you need to, you don't really need a very detailed, that's what I like in 3D. You don't really need a very detailed 3D model if you want to put textures onto.
Yeah.
That's what I like to do. I like really rough 3D models. That's what I'm gonna show in the third day 3. I'm gonna show how to integrate a 3D model.
Wow, nice. In Photoshop.
In Photoshop, yeah.
Oh, awesome. So yeah, because Sebastien will be, so this is day 1, Tuesday, but he will be live also tomorrow at the same time and on Thursday. So on Thursday, he will show you how to import a 3D object and make it look good in the composition.
Yeah.
So yes, Nathan, so for the moment, he's importing the stock pictures, but you will see that he will work a lot later with the light and textures to make it uniform. Yeah.
What I need is my...
You want to open?
Where's my file? Yeah. Okay, cool. And where is it?
You can switch to the front view if you want. Maybe as you are looking for it, I will show you something which is new. It has just been released in Adobe Stock because now we are using Adobe Stock Pictures. So if you go on Adobe Stock, and what were you looking for? Let's say aircraft. Okay, here we go. So now you can get on stock images, videos, templates too. Okay, this is something you should check, you know. Let me show you the templates actually. You know, like to do some placement work or even illustrations. But let's get back to the aircraft. Okay, so what I want to show you is this new technology of filters, where you can say, I'm looking for a picture with depth of field. Okay, so let's go extreme, and then you will get pictures, you know, with blur in the background. And this is something that is analyzed by Adobe Stock, by the engine. Or if you want something super sharp everywhere, then you go back to default. Same for colors. If you want to find something with a lot of colors, maybe saturated, or with colors where it's a bit off, you can also play with this, and then you have something which is more off, you know, more washed out. And then you can also insist on colors, make sure you have always in the same theme, such as red. So I really invite you to try the new features on Adobe Stock. It's really a great way on the website to find the image you need, maybe to create this concept art. And yes, Yaneric, so these search features are powered by Adobe Sensei, which is artificial intelligence framework with machine learning algorithms. So the more you will use these filters and be successful, the more Sensei will consume pictures and give you better results. So this is awesome. Adam Fox, okay, I'm glad to see that you are happy with the new features. Yeah, now this is much more advanced. Before that, yeah, we had the basic ones, you know, that you find everywhere, but now it's much more advanced. It's really cool. Very useful.
So meanwhile, I put another texture.
Yeah, I see that. That's a big one. It's more than a texture. It's
Now Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Okay. There you go. So right now I don't bother about any lighting or
Okay.
I try to keep it neutral
Okay.
as best as possible.
You just place the pictures.
It's just the same thing that your art director is coming to you saying, I want the light on the left. And so if you put everything on the right side, you're I would say a bad word, but you have to redo everything.
You're in trouble.
You're in trouble, yeah. So I like to use a non-destructive technique to put the lighting that I'll show you later on.
You forgot to license the picture.
Oh, damn.
You have to do it again.
Don't worry.
No.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Something
thanks
I
for
just
catching that. Someone catched it in the chat. Oh,
yeah.
There's still the Adobe logo. Okay. We will license the picture to be fair with the original artist. So where is it? Is it this one?
Yeah. I thought it was. I don't know. It's
No,
not.
no, there is no. Okay. So license.
Sorry, something went wrong.
Okay, let's try again. Okay. Let's see. Where is it?
Yeah.
It's this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So maybe you licensed it before.
That's weird.
License.
Or maybe it's because I put it already.
No. That's the one you used, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's try from the layer just so I understand what's going on. Because you can also do it from the layer, it's another trick. But apparently it's when it communicates to stop that there's an issue. Okay, so I should check. What is it? 101. Okay. Okay, let's continue like this, but I will check on the
No
server.
problem. A trick that I discovered from Jama Jurabayev, which is a very famous concept artist, is to paint with the smudge tool.
Oh.
And this is really fun. Sorry. My control is not working.
Are you on the right layer? Maybe not.
No,
Yeah,
not.
you're on the right. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Is it to do the pipes?
Yeah, if you want to extend, you just smudge the pixels.
Wow. Someone is asking, what is the concept artist name again? You just mentioned.
Jama
Jama
Jurabayev.
Jurabayev. Oh, okay. They got it in the chat. Thank you, Hector. Actually, Hector.
Yeah.
He's on top of it. Thank you, Hector.
Okay. So just
They say this is brilliant. It's a nice trick. Look at that.
you'll see the best trick ever.
Best trick ever. Okay, here we go.
Not this one, but after.
Ah, okay. You can transform a selection. No way, no way. Oh my god, that's the best trick ever. Rufus is a big fan of Blade Runner, so you need to add a reference to Blade Runner at some point.
Wow. The Earth.
Oh my god. It's a real picture, yeah. What are you doing now?
Oh, here it is. How'd you switch?
Oh, you want to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay! Wow!
That's the best trick ever. Is it?
Gotta put another one.
Okay. Okay, now we really start getting something. I mean,
Yeah.
just, I don't know, like 20 minutes ago we only had gray shapes. And now I can see a spaceship. Oh, what are you doing now?
I'm erasing the first one.
Gradients.
I picked this one because the
You combine two pictures?
lighting is better.
Okay.
So with a mask, I'm just erasing what I don't need, and the transition is better.
Yeah. They say in the chat that it's much better now. That's good.
Okay, so now let's take care of the ship.
Okay, you will use another Adobe stock picture
yeah.
for the ship.
This one is purchased.
We try to license it first, you know what's happening with it. This one is licensed. You're good.
Yeah.
Because you have the blue check
Okay.
mark, so you're good.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's for the duck. Ah, so good. It's so good.
So you have roughly a ship,
That's good. Oh my god.
and the ship.
I guess you took some time to find this picture. Because the angle is good. Yeah, it really looks like the same angle.
And then in clipping mask 2. So as you can see here, it's too white. So same thing. Curve.
Too much light.
Fade it. Okay. So maybe I will.
Shinchak is asking about the new Microsoft Surface Studio. Is it something that you tried?
No,
No.
not at all.
We tried it at Max, so it's quite new, you know. He's asking, oh, why don't creative artists use a product like the Surface Studio? It's like super new. Like, just to share it with you, it has been released in France last week. So it's that new.
Oh, okay.
It was featured at Max when we were in San Diego. It was in November last year. And so we had the opportunity, we did a live stream actually with an illustrator. It was one of the first live stream with the Microsoft Studio. It's an amazing device. Like, I have to say, it's just great. So yeah, of course, I mean, if you have the opportunity to get one and work on it, don't hesitate. It's really, really good. Now we're using another very, very good device, which is a Wacom Cintiq that you can connect to a Mac. It's just because we have a Mac at the studio, but we would connect it to a PC, it would be the same. It's just that for me, it's easier to live stream what's coming out from a Mac in this case. We wanted to use Sebastian's PC, but to be on the Cintiq and live stream at the same time, you need 2 video outputs, and it wasn't the case. That's just the reasoning.
So in industrial environment, there is always pipes,
Pipes,
cables,
safety,
antennas. So I'm gonna show you how you can put antennas.
Here we go.
Okay, so you.
Did you use the smudge tool again?
Oh, you can.
Oh, I don't know.
You can do it.
I know what you're doing.
So here. Bigger one.
Hi Etienne, hi Flo. We both live in Paris, so it's not. Yeah, Sebastien is French. He has a much better accent than mine. I really make no effort. It's really good. We should speak like this, you know? Like cowboys. Hey guys.
Okay, and then duplicate. Bam. Transform. Rotate.
Whoa.
Make it smaller.
Hi Nicolas from Denmark. Thanks for joining. We are with Sebastien, who is doing some concept art. So it looks great now, but if you watch a replay, you will see that 25 minutes ago it was a mess. Like, it just had like gray shapes, a grid, and that was it. So he has this unique technique of combining pictures. It's called photo bashing. I mean, kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
So he's just searching for pictures on Adobe Stock, which takes a lot of time. So thank you for preparing the work before the stream, because it's a lot of work. Although you have all these new amazing tools on Stock, you know, to filter, it's still you have to make a lot of decisions. So it's awesome.
Why?
We have some people from Quebec.
Hi.
Hi, Etienne.
I have something weird. It's picking the. You know, I want to pick this one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's working here.
Is there auto select? You see, be careful.
Oh,
there is auto select. Classic.
Yeah.
Do we have any concept artists in the chat? It would be interesting to know, like for video games, movie industry, anything. What are the applications for concept art, like beyond video games and movies?
Yeah, concept art is for both industries. You have also keyframe concept artists in feature films. So you depict a particular moment that should be shot, just to work on moods or stuff like that.
Oh, Yorgos, you like the Monk competition? Yeah, it's really one of the best we had. So I don't know if you had the opportunity to watch Cal Webster, but he created these amazing brushes, and they are free. You can get them for free. We will put the link in the chat, and you can enter the competition and build your own version of the screen. And if you win, you can win 6,000 euros, a trip to Adobe Max in Vegas, a trip to Oslo, because your painting will be displayed next to the original painting of Munch. So one of the biggest contests all time we ever had at Adobe. And you have time. That's also what I like. You have until the 14th of July to submit your entries. It's awesome. And Sebastien is one of the judges. So you be very nice with Sebastien. Very nice.
Here, you see, this is much too black compared to the distance. So what you can do is just go in hue and saturation, my favorite.
Hue, which is your
Of
panel.
course, it's my favorite one.
Sebastien Hue. This
And
is
then-
why it's called Hue.
You just push the lightness to push the distance to the object.
I see.
You put it right behind.
Adam Fox is saying that the defense industry is also using concept artists, and NASA also.
Oh, sure, yeah. Actually, the planets are NASA's
NASA pictures.
free to use
Yeah,
stocks. Yeah.
It's such a great catalog of free pictures, space pictures. Also, we have JC, who is a storyboard artist, and he wants to expand his skills to concept art. Nice. And he didn't realize that you could use how much like pictures, in concept
Yeah.
art. Yeah. Look. Hey, imagine if he had to paint this.
Yeah.
It would be a 3-week live stream. It would like non-stop for 3 weeks. And look at that. He did that in less than 1 hour, which is just insane.
So what time is it? Yeah, 1 hour. Perfect.
1 hour.
Um,
And it's just a draft already. Like he didn't
It's a
even
draft,
start
yeah.
working on the light. It's just crazy.
what I can do? I'll do it better later.
It would be so cool to find someone. Can someone do a Google search and see if saturation is a last name? It would be so cool to string with a hue and saturation. It's so nice. Let's try to find a digital painter with the last name saturation. It would be so awesome. And then we invite you both. Yeah. John is asking, what is the best way to learn hotkeys if you are a beginner? I mean, when you start, it's a good question. I think, John, you have tons of video tutorials now on YouTube. So, and also what I like is that a lot of YouTubers and Photoshop masters on YouTube share their top 10 favorite shortcuts. So just watch these kinds of video and practice, and the more you use them, and at some point, yeah, it's just muscle memory. I would say, Kyle, you just remember it. You don't even know where you type. It just works. So today, if you have to learn something, go on YouTube. Actually, make sure to subscribe to the Adobe Creative Cloud YouTube channels, because we have tons of tutorials. We have from very short ones, which are very nice animations. It's called the Make It videos, to live tutorials by the evangelists every Mondays and Fridays on the Creative Cloud YouTube channel. The best way to be notified, just subscribe. There is a subscribe button if you are watching on Adobe Live.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm framing the scene to feel like we are the Docker inside a cabin.
Oh, nice. I love that. Jesse is asking, is that why you licensed pictures? Because this is part of the composition and opposed to just a photo reference. Yeah, Jesse, it's just also to be fair with the photographer. They took these awesome shots that Sebastien is using now in the composition, just to be fair with them, that's
Yeah,
where you
absolutely.
license. It's part of the artwork now. And it looks awesome, and it's
J.
Hi Ariel! Ariel, who you saw that refuse, he shared more fingers with us.
So what I like to do is to convert for smooth filters something,
Okay.
and then apply whatever filter I want,
Oh.
like Gaussian blur.
Okay.
So I can come back later if it's too strong,
It's too strong, yeah.
or
At least you don't destroy
Yeah.
anything. That's good.
okay. Another.
Oh, there's a Nathan who says that he follows you on ArtStation. So ArtStation is a DA
Yeah,
for a lot of digital painters and
absolutely.
concept artists.
Yeah, concept artist. Yeah. So now I'm gonna give a light orientation with just a reflection here. Just to hide your selection is Control H or Alt.
Command H. No?
Command H.
Yeah. And you say hide X. Here we go.
Okay.
Because Command H is also a classic Mac OS, shortcut. So you have to tell Photoshop, no, this is what you have the priority. Alexandre is saying now on Adobe Stock you have editorial pictures from Reuters. Yeah, so it's true. This is now part of the catalog. You can license a picture of Leonardo DiCaprio, Tom Cruise, but be careful with the license. It doesn't mean that you can use Tom Cruise on the spaceship and that you can release an advertisement and pretend that Tom Cruise is on the spaceship. Okay, when you license pictures from editorial content, you cannot do whatever you want, with the picture because you play with the right of the celebrity. So just be aware of that. But yeah, this is awesome. It's a huge professional catalog. Maybe one of the best photographers on earth, reports. I'm a big fan of the Reuters catalog, and now it's part of Adobe Stock. Oh, Miles says that he's a photographer, and now it expands his thought process to create stock pictures. Yeah, because you see, people like Sebastien, he needs textures, he needs stuff so. If you visit a factory, or
go
old plants with rust and rusty things, take pictures.
The ruster, the better,
and contribute to Adobe Stock to make sure that Sebastien can use that.
And many other concept artists. Yes,
he needs a glass of water. Actually, Sebastien is not lucky. He has an allergy. So
yeah, I'm sorry about that.
So you can't drink water.
So water won't help. We have honey, organic honey, just in case.
I'm gonna put back my grid. Paint.
We have link animes in the chat. I'm so excited to get some drawing tips from professionals such as you, other than my mom. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for joining, Link. You should still listen to your mom. Yeah. Listen to Sebastien, but you can still listen to your mom. Do you have pictures? Oh yeah, I'm sure. Anyway. Oh, David has a good question for you. What is different between matte painting?
Matte painting, yeah.
Matte painting and concept art.
The matte painting would be used on a green screen, just to it's projected in After Effects and stuff like that, to create an environment that you would very with difficulty shoot
outdoor.
Yeah.
Okay.
So a matte painting is a fake picture that you put behind the actors,
Okay.
just to create the world they are in. Just like the typical matte painting is in the Lord of the Ring. Mm-hmm. The elves are at the balcony, and you have a huge waterfall and a beautiful. Everything is fake. It's matte painting, animated, and composited in I don't know what, maybe After Effects or whatever.
Okay.
But it's matte painting is this, whereas concept art is to paint or to draw. It's a thinking. It's when the director needs ideas and he wants to physically see it. So you can have concept art just for outfits, just for a character. You can have concept art for mechanics, for environment, for everything.
And you need something like, for instance, like directors, he wants to see the shot, and obviously they won't build a spaceship at the end, but you will have to work with probably maybe a 3D studio, to create the spaceship.
Yeah.
But before asking a 3D studio, it can take a lot of time and resources to build a spaceship. Maybe the director is not sure about what he wants, so he will ask Sebastien to create a shot, and faster than asking for any kind of production studio. And then the director will say, okay, this is what I need. We just tweak this and this. I need this kind of light. It really matches with the atmosphere, with the story I have in mind. And now you give it to the production team, and you will say, this is what I need. So the concept art is really one of the first stage.
It's not supposed to be a beautiful illustration, in fact.
Like I saw, we had an artist with us on stage once in Paris, concept artist working on Assassin's Creed, for Ubisoft, and he was sharing the sketches of the scenes, of Assassin's Creed, like the city of Florence or Paris, and they just have to sketch, some stuff and say, okay, because maybe the director of the game will say, I have this idea of a scene on the boat, so it's in a port. Okay, so. But I'm not sure about how a port looks like in the 17th century. So the concept artist like Sebastien would do some research.
Absolutely, yeah.
Books and find pictures and elements, mood boards, and then say, okay, this is how it can look like with this kind of light, sunset. It looks very dramatic.
It helps the decision making of type of orientation that you want for the game or for the film. Because the art director is not necessarily a huge drawer, and then he has a lot of ideas, but he needs to figure out physically how it could work or not.
They're usually very good storytellers and very good project managers, but not necessarily good designers, or drawers. So that's why they need concept artists. Yeah.
So I put a little bit of industrial stuff.
Raphael Coste, yeah, exactly. Raphael Coste is a big concept artist, and what's the name?
Art director.
Of the guy who worked on Assassin's Creed. Oh.
You have Martin Deschambault.
No, it's not
Martin Deschambault and Raphael Lacoste.
Yeah, we had someone else. Okay, I'm about to find the name. I'm about to find his name. Daniel Alvarez. David Alvarez. Do you know David? Sure. Okay, look for his work. So yeah, typically for a video game. So this is the work of David Alvarez. So that's his name here. He's in ANSI, of course. And so this is an example of a scene for Assassin's Creed for the Black Flag. Yeah. And again, this is not final. So this is not something you can use in the video game, of course. But before asking the 3D guys to do a destroyed building like this with flying birds and here I want to see the wind, in the cells and everything. You need to go through a concept artist and make sure that the director feels okay and can tell a good story. That's amazing. Okay, so you have a rocket now.
Yeah, so I put a light direction. So I decided it's arbitrary, but I decided that the light was coming a little bit from behind, but on the left here. Okay, and so what is interesting is to put something, a bit of a light here, projected, imagining that there's a huge structure
like
just right behind.
Spotlight.
Yeah,
Nice.
a bit like this. So what I'm doing is with another texture, complex one,
Okay.
like this one.
Hi Nick, is this live stream a new thing? Yeah, Adobe Live is a kind of new program still for Adobe. It's really open to everyone. We cover all the creative things, fields, and we are live every 2 weeks, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Make sure to come back. The easiest way to get notified is to subscribe to the Creative Cloud YouTube channel. So there is a subscribe button, and you will be notified when we go live. Within 2 weeks, it will be about photography. Then it should be about graphic design and packaging. So we cover all the creative fields. And this week we are live for 3 days with 4 guests. They each have 2 hours. And it's about digital painting and concept art. And Camillo, there will be one about animation in August.
So this texture won't be used as such. It's just a mask too.
Okay.
Because for highlights, sorry, I use solid color.
Oh, okay.
White. I put in black, and then
I see where you're going.
it's almost math. CD. Ah,
Mathematics, I mean? What are you doing?
yeah. Gonna blur it because it's too sharp. And what is really interesting with solid color is that you can change the color.
Okay.
If you want a yellowish highlight.
Actually, we have a Choco in the chat saying that maybe you could create a Cinemagraph out of it. You know, like this loopy animations that you see with animated GIFs.
Yeah.
With Have you tried?
No, never.
Yeah, maybe you could try.
So, and you can transform the mask as well.
Dios is asking, should I buy a touchscreen or should I use my computer with mouse? So maybe we can share, with people who want to start with digital painting, what could be the right evolution of equipment.
Yeah.
So for digital painting, the mouse.
It's
No. I would start with a Wacom Bamboo, maybe if you want to start, like a very basic Wacom tablet.
yeah.
The Bamboo is very, very neat to start. If you feel good, maybe you can transition to an Wacom Intrus Pro. Then you will have the tilt, you will have more options with the stylus, it will be more precise. And then, if you really want to upgrade, then you will have the Cintiq. So this is what we have, Wacom Cintiq, which is a touch screen that reacts with stylus and that is directly connected. It's a monitor for your computer, basically. And yeah, so that's the opportunity to directly work, on the piece, like working on paper. But it's more expensive than a Bamboo. I don't know.
Yeah.
Bamboo is like what, $70 maybe?
Yeah. Almost, yeah. It's not really. It's pretty cheap.
When the Cintiq, it will start at maybe $1,500. But now they have small ones too. They have the 13. Yeah.
I don't know
So,
how
yeah,
much is it,
You
but
can check on Wacom.
switching. Okay.
Oh, Alexandre, you sold Interest Pro for the new paper version. Interesting. We'd be happy to see what you can do with it. I start at 800. Okay, for the 13 one, it's not too bad. Yeah, 800 for the 13 one. It's still expensive. I mean, of course, if you start, but as soon as you will get customers, you know, and
Yeah, it's a choice.
make some money, then it's a good investment. Very easy to.
It's like when you play the guitar.
Yeah.
You want to start with a cheap guitar, but
Not with the Gibson.
yeah. And then if you're good at it, you feel like you need a better guitar, and so on and so forth. So it's better. It will probably be your parents' decision first. To buy something cheap.
What is this structure? Is it like a bridge or?
Yeah, I feel like this one is a little boring.
Okay.
So
You want to add some?
yeah, I'm gonna show
elements.
something to mix several textures.
Okay, I can try to play with the camera. They want me to play with the GoPro. Okay, we try to do that. Make it a bit bigger.
What is important
Now we try
in
to get a bit
Yeah.
better shot for our friends. Keep working, okay?
Yeah.
I will do the GoPro director. Don't move.
what is great, what is important in a concept like this is to give a certain rhythm, a certain pattern, so that the eye is conveys to, you know, is reading something here and here. So you want to go around this spot, around the area here. So what I'm doing is the blending option here. And what we can do is to fade this texture with the other. So you can use the underlying layer, and then you split the jitter here to fade it. Many people would use this. So you can use it as well. It's pretty fun. You can put it in overlay mode or color dodge. Or hard light, like this one, vivid light. But what you can do if you just want to smoothly have a transition between the two texture is just you go into the FX blending options, and then you play with the underlying or this layer.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to get rid of the very bright pixels, you can play with this one, and it will remove the wider pixels from the texture. So sometimes it's really convenient and very interesting. And same here. So it's fading. And likewise, you can add like 10 different textures onto one another, so you don't really get what exactly is the texture. But that's the way you can achieve very complex texture and at the same time very readable textures, because it's important to have something that you can actually read correctly. with not too many details. The trick is to give details without too many details. So doing it again.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then you can erase some stuff that you don't want.
Oh my god, time flies. So we're still live for 30 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Everything is under control. You're welcome. Yeah, I have the GoPro. Yeah, I have the GoPro 2 because I forgot my GoPro 4 in the US. It's still okay. It still works. I was surprised. But it's very hard with the Cintiq. I didn't realize actually to find a good angle for a camera because there are so many lights. That's yeah, so it's not easy.
How do you reverse the
What do you want to reverse?
the selection? It's normally it's Control Alt I.
Control Command Shift I.
Okay.
Command Shift I. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
I'm lucky because this is one of the only shortcut I know. I'm happy that you asked me for this one.
Okay.
Our next guest is Therese Larsson. She's from Sweden. She's a character designer. Completely different universe.
Yeah.
Like she can, but she's like Sebastien. Like something that they share, that she's super fast. I mean, Therese, when she starts sketching something, like even this afternoon, like she walked by the studio just to make sure that she felt comfortable with the Cintiq because she also works on Windows usually. So she said, oh, yeah, let me try to sketch something. And then we got a horse like in 30 seconds. Okay, it works. Wow. So yeah, you will be very impressed too by our next guest. She will be live in 30 minutes on adobelive.com right after Sebastien. And she worked in a character design studio. She worked for Disney. So she also has a lot of stories to share.
I'm doing like light beams.
Oh, for the...
Yeah, for the light, for more...
Okay.
It helps giving you information. It's not necessary as well, but God rays or stuff like that's always working. Not sure you have God rays in space, but...
No. No one so far. Yeah, we should try a helmet with a GoPro next time. Yeah, it's a good suggestion, David. We can try that. Nice.
Okay, I think I'm gonna play with the light on the small cabin here. Where is it? Yeah. So selection, command click to get the selection of the layer.
Yep.
And then
Hi, back. Thanks for joining.
Another fun part for more drama is to put
Need some drama.
some dirty glass.
Nice. This is also something you found on Adobe stock. Awesome. Okay, let's see if licensing works. If it doesn't work, then we need to... Oh, it works. Okay. So there's an issue with the other picture, but I will work on it on my side. So Mara is asking, how did Sebastien teach himself all this? Good question.
Everything you can find on the net. Try to connect with a community that can help you.
Okay.
My community was DeviantArt.
Yep.
I was actually a community volunteer for 1 year in the Sci-Fi gallery, and I discovered many great artists. And another thing that unfortunately missed now, it's collective, artistic collective.
Yeah, I remember this one.
So now forums is a bit out of fashion, but it's a shame because you can find many stuff with other, and you can share many stuff with other artists. Now all the artists are mainly on Instagram, Facebook, which is good. But the problem is it's pretty hard now to get feedbacks from other artists without annoying them. So just, Messenger, hey, hi, could you have a look at my... Oh, sure. When you were in a collective or on DeviantArt, you had feedbacks immediately.
Someone's asking what pen are you using? So
the standard
one. Yeah,
one.
This is the standard one. If you want to hear the story, it was at the beginning of this stream, and some people were asking, yes, this stream will be available for replay. Actually, after this show, if you go on adobelive.com, I will add a replay tab on the right, but also just go on the Creative Cloud YouTube channels, check the last videos published in the channel, and you will find the replays of Kai Webster and Susan, who were live with us earlier today. Yeah, thanks for joining BitLab. I hope you enjoy your first live stream with us. Instagram, yeah, is good today. If you want to, you can get a lot of fans and stuff. Yeah, it's good for it. For your soul. Checking something. Yeah, you're on Behance too, right?
Yeah. You really have to go portfolio. Everywhere you can go to.
Check his Behance.
It's there, so feel free to share your art wherever is possible.
Oh, and you have been featured in illustration and motion.
Yeah.
On Behance, nice.
Yeah, I like Behance. It's very different from the other. That's what I like. That's how I get the HarperCollins as a client, actually.
Oh, HarperCollins! Oh my God, that's a big name.
It's a big name.
Yeah, so what I like with Behance is that it's mixing all the creative fields. So sometimes, so a lot of clients, actually, customers are browsing Behance, to find. But then they can be surprised by another creative field. When on some social networks, such as DeviantArt, is very certain type of artworks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Very certain type of artist.
There's a mix of everything in it.
Yeah.
It's a very huge platform, and you can really get lost when you go into it right now. I know DeviantArt for 7 years, and you have to understand how it works. It's really complex,
Oh.
and the design is.
It's It's an old website, so they didn't really refresh
Yeah.
the experience.
They're working on the UIs,
Oh yeah, and UI. Oh, good.
but it's the place I learned so much. Okay, so
now we are looking through a window. So we need to imagine that we are in space, so we cannot be outside.
It rains in space.
Yeah, always.
oh, it's not rain. It's dust and
it's-
and filth.
It's just on the glass, on the glass window. Gabby G is asking, what's going to happen tomorrow during your show?
Haha.
Good question.
Tomorrow I will start from a sketch.
Okay, so tomorrow he will work on a new picture actually because he's too fast. Okay, so he only needs 2 hours to create something.
Yeah, I won't.
So tomorrow he will start from a sketch and create another picture.
I'm gonna finish this one later.
Oh, cool.
So
And share it with
I
us.
finished all my works.
Nice.
So you get the finished piece in the coming days or weeks.
So good.
But the 3 days will be different artworks actually each time.
Okay, so every day a different picture, 1 picture a day. And this is awesome.
But it will be environment for the 3 days. No characters.
Yeah. If you're interested in characters, you can watch Suzanne or Therese because they are more in character design. And Sebastien is really a pro at this science fiction environments. Although you draw characters, I mean you draw.
But it's much more struggle for me.
Oh, okay. I mean, I love it. It's really amazing. What a great use of Photoshop and Adobe Stock, and it's one of the best demo of Adobe Stock I've seen.
Thanks. Now, what we can do, and what we can talk about, it's the loot files, and something really
That is some pro tip here.
I really like. It will give you more atmospheric feeling.
Yeah.
And so this is
I'm so happy that you're showing that.
it's the color lookup.
Okay, color lookup. Then what do you do? Properties. Okay, just want to make sure people can see this. I put you here.
So basically, you have different filters, just like a bit in Instagram.
Maybe we can explain how this is used.
Yeah, technically, because
So it comes from the video tools actually. Like let's say like when you or even photography when you used to shoot a movie in the 70s, for instance, with a film. Then you would buy a film, which would be, I mean, if you open the list again, maybe just to show something, the Fuji Eterna 250D, okay? And then there will be a chemical reaction to light and environment, and the blue would be like turquoise a little bit, or the yellow would shift to this range, and the black is not that black, it depends on the film. And all these looks are here to emulate what happened with the Kodak film, for instance. Kodak had a very different style. It could be warmer or colder depending on the film. So this is usually what we use in photography to emulate all movies. It's so nice to use this with a concept art. It makes so much sense because now it's even more cinematic.
Yeah. So my favorite one is Foggy Night.
Oh, I don't know this one. Wow.
And it darkens a lot.
And you can play with the opacity because it's
and it gives you
a layer, of course.
the feeling, and then you have a proper contrast with the light here, and it darkens with an atmospheric feeling.
So good. And yes, City in the chat didn't know that you could import LUTs in Photoshop. Yeah, and not so
You
many
can do your
users
own.
know.
Yeah.
And you can create your looks, and you can find a lot of looks on the web. Actually, a lot of photographers share film looks that they are producing. But, I mean, it looks so good. Lookup tables, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Maybe you can show before and after with the layer. Okay. Yeah, before. Yeah. Oh wait. Yeah.
Not too much.
Yeah, Dira in the chat says, "Oh my god, I just tried the smudge tool. It's crazy."
Okay, a bit of
The
color balance.
features, so to see like I guess, Sarah, you're talking about the looks. They are installed by default in Photoshop CC. The one that you saw.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fuji, Kodak, they are installed. And yes, you can create, it's true, generic lookup tables lots with Adobe Capture too. Yeah.
Okay. Gotta put a bit more.
Oh my god, we have Chris. It's 3 a.m. in Indonesia, and he said, I can't sleep because I want to watch. Oh,
Thank you,
thanks
man.
for watching. That's dedication. I love it. Hi Max, the music we are playing in the background is from an artist that we love. His name is Andrew Applepie. He's an artist based in Berlin. And we have some new tracks this week. 15 new tracks produced by Andrew.
Atmosphere. So this is very. It gives the mood.
Oh my god.
So here the details are too strong, so I'm gonna have to cover that. And put a vignettage is also pretty interesting there.
Mm-hmm.
So I put an overlay mode. Overlay. And then a gradient. Here you can darken this space,
Yeah.
or you can increase the depth with
How would you include that? With a blur? Or what do you mean?
with a sort of haze, or
Oh, okay.
you can do it with a gradient.
Okay. Truth is asking, like, usually when you work, do you listen to music?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's I can work where it's hard for me to work in silence. So my music won't influence my painting, or
Okay.
so I can listen to very smooth music, classical music, or very hardcore death metal. It's
Will be the same at the end.
yeah.
Same picture.
Okay, so here it's it's cut everywhere. So the second job would be to paint now. And the problem is that with the filters, when you paint, most of the time by default, when you color pick, it's not working properly.
Okay.
So I'm sure you guys have often the problem. So it's pretty simple. You just go into your picker here, and instead of having all layers, you just take current and below.
Oh. Okay.
And so when you pick the color, you won't consider what is above, and you will be with the good colors. Now. Yeah. So here, if I want to refine and color pick, here you see,
I see.
It's working great. Whether if I put all layers, my color.
You get the yellow and
yeah, my color will be influenced by the filters I put. So most of the time you remove the filters and color pick and stuff. So
you're asking how many layers? I would say so far.
Not that much.
Okay. He can do worst.
Oh yeah. Let's try Kyle brush. I'm gonna use them tomorrow a bit
brush.
more, but what is important too is to get rid of the straight lines, because it never happens in industrial. You always have stuff to fill, so you always have little pieces and pieces. You have cables or antennas.
Someone was asking when did your career took off as a concept artist? You remember from the moment where you started working and getting your first customers? And...
It was really progressive, actually. Okay. Which is good, I think.
Yeah.
But my first switch at Adobe helped me a lot, in fact, with exposure, even if it was in French. But the photo bash that I show got enrolled into other photo bash stuff
in the
on
community
YouTube.
Of photo bash. Yeah, because you did a live stream with us. When was it? 1 year ago? No.
Yeah. Yeah, 1 year ago.
1 year ago, and then the video of the replay got picked up by the photo bash community.
Yeah.
And gave you some exposure. So you see, it's good to share your process sometimes. Just chat with the community. Where did he get all those brushes from? So we are sharing the computer with the 4 artists today, and Kyle already installed 100. So Kyle is a photo brush maker. He's KyleBrush.com. This is Kyle Webster. He's our first guest. So that's why we have a lot of brushes there. Actually, we have the entire set somewhere on the hard disk, like 900 brushes, but we just installed a few. If you want some cool brushes, we have some free brushes just for you this week, designed by Kyle Webster's. They will put the link in the chat, but this is part of the Scream contest. We invite you to create a new version of the Scream painting by Edward Munch, and to do so, Kyle Webster digitalized the original brushes from Edward Munch, and you can get them for free. And they are awesome. You can watch the replay really from this morning. Kyle is making a huge demonstration on how to use them. It's just, especially the mixer brush.
Mixer brush.
Oh my god.
So what I'm doing is the traditional yellow stripes that you have to warn people that it might be a danger somewhere at the place where there are the
Warning.
stripes. So
That's good. And we're live together for 2 more minutes.
cool.
Come. So you said that you will work on the piece to finalize it
Yeah.
and share it
Oh,
with-
sure.
Awesome. So good. And tomorrow, Sebastien will be back and work on a new picture. This time from a sketch. So you start from, because today he started from a blank page because it's a bit crazy. And this is where we are 2 hours after. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Tomorrow from a sketch. So please be back. And today we are not done because at the top of the hour in about 9 minutes, Therese Larsson from Sweden will be live with us. She's really one of the best character designer we'll find today. She
sure.
worked for Disney. I mean, her work is awesome, and also she's super fast, crazy fast. So it's just amazing to watch her work. And she will be back for the night shift with Rufus because it's getting late here, almost 10 p.m. in Paris. Thanks for watching, everyone. So cool. Yeah, we should all say thank you in the chat to Sebastien for his awesome
Thanks
live
for watching.
Thanks for working on this.
Hope
Thanks
you-
for playing the game, working on the Mac, and showing us how to use Adobe Stock. Yeah, make sure to stick around. Therese will be live with us in about 8 minutes on adobelive.com. They're all very grateful. Yeah.
After that, you can put a little bit more of storytelling.
Yeah.
Initially, I wanted to add a little spaceship, so I'm gonna do it very, very quickly.
You
See how
we won't
to-
have time. Forget it. You know, 1 minute left.
Okay, the challenge. There you go. Then
Okay.
how?
Here we go. That's it. Okay, again, thank you so much, Sebastien, for this first stream. You will be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be awesome. And
Thank
thanks
you,
for
guys.
watching with everyone. It was so fun. And please stay with us. Stay tuned on adobelive.com. We will be live with Rufus and Therese Larsson from Sweden. It will be great. Thank you again, Sebastien.
Thanks, everyone.
And yeah, see you tomorrow.
It was fun.
Okay. Okay. Bye, everyone.